Hello, dear students. Welcome back again to the history lecture series. Currently, we are discussing the Magadha Empire, in which we have already discussed two dynasties. That's Haryanka dynasty. Then later we did Shishunaga dynasty. Okay, and Shishunaga dynasty was ended with the last ruler, that was Kalashok, and Kalashok was killed by Mahapadmanand, and that gave origin of the Nanda dynasty. Okay, as we can see the timeline of the Nanda dynasty, it starts from 343 to 321 BCE. Okay, this may vary in some books. There may be some difference in years, but exactly this is considered the general timeline. Okay, so as you can see from the name itself that Nanda dynasty, who was the founder was Mahapadma. Okay, he's also known as Mahapadmanand because the Nand gets added with the Nanda dynasty, and his actual name was Mahapadma. Okay, so Mahapadmanand can be considered as the founder of Nanda dynasty. Okay, and his rule is considered as generally the timeline is considered from 345 to 321 BC. Okay, and this Mahapadma actually is supposed to be of lower origin. Actually, his he was the son of a Shudra woman, as the Shudra then were considered the lower class. Okay, and it is considered that he is the king of a very low birth because of his Shudra origin. And also the another important fact is that Mahapadma is also called as India's first historical emperor. Okay, India's first historical emperor. Okay, it is Mahapadmanand. And why was Mahapadma famous? And he actually got to his throne by killing Kalashok, and he also had amassed a vast fortune. Okay, that included his cavalry, a number of elephants, soldiers, and all the other things. Okay, so all the details about Mahapadma we get from Puranas. Okay, we get from Puranas, as you can see it's mentioned here, and we also get it from some Jain texts. Okay, as uh, as we can say that this Nanda dynasty tolerated all the three religions, that was Jainism, Buddhism, Brahmanism. Okay, all the three religions they tolerated. Okay, and according to some of the Jain scriptures, as you can see, that some believe that he was the son of a barber and a prostitute. Okay, again the prostitute word goes to that lower class origin, as you can see. Okay, so Mahapadmanand or Mahapadma is only kind of related with this birthmark of lower origin. Okay, so now due to his low birth and due to his Shudra origin, he is known by uh, two names. Okay, he is known by two names. The first is Adharmika. Okay, Adharmika, it's according to Buddhist texts. Buddhist texts. Okay, so according to Buddhist texts, he is known by two names, Adharmika. Okay, just remember this name. Adharmika means those who violated Dhamma rules, because those Dhamma rules only believe in that pure form and high birth, noble origin, that is totally violated in terms of Mahapadma. So Adharmika is the name given to Mahapadma, and also Anath Kula. Anath Kula means the one who has no lineage. Why he is called Anath Kula? Because as you can clearly notice that there is no fixed lineage pattern of Mahapadma, because there is no known father or there is no known mother. It is just a kind of a hypothetical situation that they are creating here to kind of give his origin, because there are two three references where you can see, some say he was the son of a barber or and a prostitute, some say that he was the son of the last monarch of Haryanka dynasty, whose name was Mahanandin. Okay, and Mahanandin's wife was a Shudra woman, and it's also kind of an analogy which is being drawn. Okay, so Adharmika, that is one name, and Anathakula is another name. Okay, And Mahapadma is also known by some names like Sarva Kshetriyanka. Actually, he was from a low origin. Due to that, Kshetriyas were considered higher, higher ranked. They were considered, they were kind of higher ranked in a higher position than the Shudras. So he took a resolve that he will eliminate all the Kshetriyas in the Magad Empire. So he almost killed every Kshetriya which he saw, through his own eyes. He almost tried to eliminate all of them. Okay, eliminate or kill. Okay, he almost tried to kill all the Kshetriyas. That's why he was called Sarva Kshetriyantaka. Okay, Sarva Kshetriyantaka. Okay, and another name related to Mahapadma is Ikrat. Ikrat means sole monarch. Okay, sole monarch. Okay, this is also important. Sarva Kshetriyanka Ikrat. And another name he is given is Ugrasena. Ugrasena means one who has very large army. Okay, it is considered that he almost had some 2 lakh soldiers. Okay, that's why he is called Ugrasena. Okay, not only in terms of soldiers, there were many things which we will discuss in further slides, that he was called Ugrasena. So 3 names we have to remember here. Sarva Kshetriyantaka means eliminator of the Kshetriyas, Ikrat, that is sole monarch, and Ugrasena, which means one who has a very large standing army. Okay, so this is actually, I have drawn it for you here, guys, because I want you to understand that he also ruled in many empires. Kind of his territorial expansion was also huge. If you can see from east to west, his reign started from Magadha to Narmada, and vice versa. We can say from Kuru to Godavari. Okay, this was his reign. And he is also supposed to have annexed Kalinga, which is also important with this perspective, exams perspective. He annexed Kalinga. Kalinga is present day Orissa. Okay, Orissa. And he supposed to have developed irrigation channels in the Kalinga, and he have also ruled in Panchal as well as in the Varanasi. Okay, most important. So after his death, there were some kind of a succession going on, but later who proved to be the good ruler, that was Dhananand. He was the 8th son. Okay, and he was the last emperor of the Nanda dynasty. So there are some important things about Dhananand, as we can clearly see here written. So Dhananand in Greek, okay, Dhananand in Greek is also known by other names like Agrames or Xandromes. Okay, Agrames and Xandromes are the names given in Greek to Dhananand. Okay, and what's important about Dhananand, this is very important here, that is Alexander's attack. Okay, actually Alexander, who was the ruler of Macedonia that time, was actually conquering every state, and he was moving towards northwest. Okay, so in northwest there was the rule of Dhananand. Okay, but when he tried to attack them, his army resists. Why his army resists? Because they were very tired. It is generally considered that they were very tired and they could not go further, and so they kind of totally detested this decision and told Alexander that we cannot move forward. But instead of doing that, they do not attack them, but still they had a battle, that is called the Battle of Hydaspes. Battle of Hydaspes. But this battle was not fought with Dhananand. This was fought with Porus. Okay, the Porus, and this battle was fought between Porus and Alexander, and in which Alexander definitely defeated Porus, but he got very impressed by Porus's bravery, that he reinstated his states and kind of made him his ally. Okay, made him his ally. So that was and another important point to remember is that this Battle of Hydaspes, which is important, was fought in 326 BCE, and this is considered to be fought on the banks of Jhelum river. Okay, this is another important point. This is supposed to be fought on the banks of Jhelum river. Okay. Then as I already told you, that Nanda empire or Nanda dynasty is considered as one of the richest dynasties in the history, and they had a lot of fortune. As you can see, Dhananand inherited, okay, inherited this from his father. Okay, so this fortune was inherited from his father. That was 2 lakh soldiers, there were almost 20,000 cavalry, there were almost 3,000 elephants and 2,000 chariots. Okay, and this Dhananand is also credited to have developed this Nandos Prakraman. It was a kind of a system of measurement which was developed by Dhananand. That's called Nandos Prakraman. Okay. So why was Nanda Empire? Why did the decline happen? Because of many things, that there were some harsh taxing policies, that were implemented by Nandas, and due to that, the people, people aroused against them. People aroused against them. And there was also some planning going on by Chanakya, who is also known by the name Kotalya, and his friend Chandragupta, who later gave rise to the Maurya dynasty, which we will see in the further lectures. So there was some huge planning going on between Chanakya and Chandragupta, which also led to the downfall of the Nanda dynasty. Okay. Now I would like to add some further points in order to give a complete touch to this topic, that why actually, if we will say why Nanda dynasty kind of thrived. Why Nanda dynasty thrived? So why they sustained for a large number of, for a large number of time, and no we, not in consideration of years, but they were very effective, in kind of sustaining their system. It was due to, for example, if we will see the geographical factors. So geographical factors, in there will come, for example, they were having empire of Magad in the Gangetic Valley. Okay, Gangetic Valley. Gangetic Valley was very fertile, as you know. Okay, as you know, it was very fertile, and due to its fertility, there was huge cultivation going on. Okay, large cultivation. So due to large cultivation, it was able to sustain a large army. Okay. Another important point, geographical point, is that the kingdom was located the uh, banks of on the banks of 3 rivers, that is Ganga. Okay, just mention these rivers: Ganga, Son, and Champa. Okay, and these rivers encompassed Magadha on 3 sides. Okay, these rivers encompassed Magadha on 3 sides, giving the area its name. Okay, so that's why it also thrived. Okay, and due to its large army, it prevented enemy attacks and made the dynasty invincible. Okay, that's another important character, that is large army. Okay, it made it invincible to the enemy. Okay, and what were the economic factors? Economic factors, as I told you, that there were huge, if you will say, I want to write them here: economic factors. Economic factors, there will come, and that vast copper and iron reserves. Again, the same thing goes on here. Okay, vast copper and iron reserves. Due to that, they were able to build a large amount of weapons, and as there were large amount of soldiers, so that is due to that fact, they thrived for a longer period. Okay, and so that could, that is the reason that they could regulate the commerce, because they could, kind of sell, or kind of sell these resources to the other kingdoms. Okay, and one of the important economic factors is that there were agriculture going on. Okay, there was mining. Okay, there were construction. Okay, and this is also another important factor. And what other things we can say here is that in short, that they were strategically and geographically very kind of fortunate, and this is how they could thrive their army. And why the decline happened, as I already told you, that a decline happened due to the heavy tax policies, by these rulers. Okay, and people were not very happy with it. That's why they roused against that kingdom. And and due to the Kautilya's and Maurya's strategy and wise approach towards people, and they kind of made people hate these rulers, and that's how Maurya dynasty came into being. That we will discuss in the next lecture. I hope you have understood this. If you did not, then go back again and watch this video again. Definitely you are going to get every idea that is related with Nanda dynasty. So this is the end of it, and the next lecture we're gonna start Maurya dynasty. Till then, I hope you live a healthy life and keep studying, keep preparing for exams. I wish you very best of luck. Thank you.